I guess just start talking about Ali's contribution again, 2 more goals. We've got a lot of faces in play up front. Just talk about what you contributed tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think again when you bring Jody into the lineup, well you've got Alex in the lineup, they stretch the team out and Ali just is more effective underneath, and Sink's effective underneath. Ali and Sink link well in that area of the field, and Ali was good again coming from deep and caused a lot of problems I think coming from deep tonight. And I mean the second one was a great goal. The first one, I mean, she's got to be there, haven't you, really? Cross your fingers, it pops out for you. But she's brought a lot to the team, and her work rate's back to where it was, the level of the first 6-8 weeks of the season. And it's a good sign that she's in really good form at this point as we start to bring everybody back. And it's good that Jodie got 60 minutes too, which is going to be a huge help down the road. And obviously Alex is getting closer to fitness, so the more we can stretch him, the better Ali will be.
How big was it to move up with the win and now be tied with Kansas City before?
Yeah, I mean for us, obviously we had a rough spell in the middle of the season. And, I said last week it's a work in progress for us. We're trying to bring players into the team. Leanne just arrived yesterday, so for us, or 2 days ago, for us to bring them into the team, it just takes time, a little bit of time. And no, I'm happy with the way the group's progressed, and I think the back three have got used to playing in the back three now. The wing backs have got used to tucking in. I thought McIntosh did a good job wrapping around tonight and getting in good areas going forward too. So I think it's just all the pieces are coming together, and I think the best player on the field for us is probably Kaylin Carlton. I think she anchored the midfield really well. Ably supported by Sinead, I think she did a good job, and obviously Ali provided the goals for us. But I think the work rate is good. We made it difficult for Chicago. They're a good side, man. They got a lot of speed up front, and they went with the front three. They've been playing in the diamond. We had a feeling they would go with 3 up front, and they spread us out. And I thought the back three equipped themselves really well. Emily had players getting better by the game. Emily and Kat have been very consistent so far this season. So overall, good display against a very good side, and they've only lost 1 game all season. They're going to be tough, and that's why they're in the place they are in the league. The league doesn't lie. So.
You mentioned Kaylin Kyle. Can you speak a little bit more as to what her influence is either a stability role in the defense or just the kind of confidence she gives, not just the midfield, but also the...
Yeah, I think if you ask anyone on the team what's Kaylin Kyle's strength, the strength is she always wants the ball. She makes great runs. She's always open. If you look at the game tape, she's always in good area of the field, always wants the ball. She's awfully good in the air, if you probably saw tonight. And her distribution's good, The one thing we've tried to improve is just speed of play with her, ability to switch the play, range of passing, the little things that we've challenged her with to get her even better. But, she's been a huge plus for us coming into the lineup, I think, the last couple of weeks. And she had a hamstring problem when we got her back from the World Cup. And now she's over that, and you can see the difference in her, I think, the last couple of weeks. And again, Claire's settling in. She's getting better game by game. It's difficult coming in from that World Cup, and I think Sink has maybe made Kaylin feel comfortable too. Sink coming back in the lineup, and I'm happy with the midfield. I think that Sinead, Ali, and Mona were carrying the group, and I think Kaylin's taking a little bit of pressure off them. Sink's taking a little bit of pressure off them. Claire's taking a little bit of pressure off them, and Tobin Heath was. I got to see her GPS numbers tonight. She was all over the place tonight. But hats off to the players. They worked their socks off tonight against a good side. Chicago, they unravel the game with 20 minutes to go, and all of a sudden the balls are getting pinged in, and they go 4 up front, 5 up front, 6 up front. Julie Johnson's running through the midfield with the ball, and Julie Johnson's unbelievable tonight. Kristen Press is a handful. Tank was a handful. Tank Grady, and she's got a lot of good players. But I thought we handled them pretty well considering the amount of pace they've got up front.
You guys will have to quickly turn around now.
Yeah.
Kansas City, how important will it be to go in there now that you're tied with them from fourth place, and how good before?
Yeah, obviously it's consistency of performance that we've been looking for. We've started to get a little bit more consistency throughout the groups, from the goalkeeper right through the front line. Kansas is a good side. Obviously I know a lot of the players well. A lot of them played for me before, and they've got all their World Cup players. They're integrating probably as much as Chicago is, and as much as we are in terms of the most integration of anyone in the league. We haven't been so successful on the road, but we go to Kansas in great spirits, with great confidence, and we don't arrive till late tomorrow night in Kansas. But I've told the group that sometimes it's better to get the games one after the other. You're winning games, you feel like you can just go on the field, make a couple of changes, and we'll be fine. And I think that the conferences throughout the lineup, they feel like they can get the job done now. And I think we're in a good spot, and Kansas is not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. But everyone's got tough games ahead of them. We've got 4 left. We're just worried about Kansas, getting points in Kansas and getting home, and we've got 10 days off after that.
Can you talk about Michelle Bezos and your decision to continue starting her even after the
World Cup? What is it about the way she's playing?
Yeah, I just think the team right now is comfortable with it, you know. Obviously against Seattle, we played, Michelle played the home Seattle game, Nadine played the away Seattle game. Basically, brought the two of them in and said, whoever wins first is going to stay in the lineup. Michelle was the next up, she won the game, and as she's been here a little bit longer, I feel like she's a bit more comfortable with the back line. It's hard to keep swapping, because they're very different, not very different, but they're definitely different. And the defence plays different when one's behind them. And they just seem comfortable right now. Nadine's been very professional. She's been great in training. In all honesty, when you're watching in training, like, wow, they're just two of them are really top goalkeepers. And I think it's just about comfortability. But, I think there's competition throughout the squad. And when there's competition, everybody's playing well. And now when you go to practice, it's a whole different world than it was a month and a half ago. And, when you're chasing Tobin Heath instead of chasing somebody else, it's not quite that level. It's a different game, and I think just everybody's on their toes. Practice yesterday was fantastic. Went for 35, 40 minutes, and you think they were playing for a World Cup, but that's how competitive it's got. And I think Nadine and Michelle, they're competitive players. Nadine's going to be professional and wait for opportunity, and maybe it comes. Who knows? Could be on Wednesday. It depends on what happens Wednesday. It could be the next game, but she's got to stay around. You just never know what's going to happen.
Do you think Jody will be ready to go 90 on Wednesday? And can you actually give shed any light on Kat?
I don't know anything about Kat. Obviously, it's just finished the game. No, there's no way Jody will be able to go 60 or 90 probably. And we were surprised she would get 60 out of her. We kept her up at half time. We didn't let her sit down at half time and just try to keep her loose. Obviously, you can see how important she is. I mean, it would have been great to throw Alex in the last half an hour. Because obviously we could keep them stretched a little bit. And, we gave Leanne a run tonight, and Leanne's really a number 10, underneath. But we just told her just get up high and cause some problems, and she can't kill the game. She's clever at that. And the last 10, 15, she got to get into corners with Tobin and the two of them having a bit of fun in the corners, But you need Jody fully healthy, you need Alex fully healthy, you need Steph Catley fully healthy. If you can just get those three fully healthy with the rest of the squad, I think we've got some depth in. And we don't have a ton of options to change in Kansas. But there's going to be some sore bodies, I think, by the time we get to Kansas tomorrow night, and we'll evaluate. They've got a pool session tomorrow. We'll evaluate Tuesday, and then go from there. What we're going to do.
What's the timeline on Alex and stuff?
Alex is I don't have a timeline on Alex, but I'm hoping pretty soon. She's starting to train now. She's not going into the competitive element of training, the progression there yet, but we're happy with her. She's been great in the locker room with us, and I had a half an hour chat with her this afternoon, and she's eager to get back on the field. And I think you'll see her, a couple of games from now, but she'll play. She's going to play.
What about Steph?
Steph is probably a little bit further away, I think, than Alex. I think Alex might be closer than Steph, and I'm hoping to get them both back by Sky Blue, and if we could get before, it'd be even better. I'd like to be at full strength now. It would be a huge help, obviously, with these games so close together. But it is what it is, and we've been juggling it all season. So another couple of games, I guess we'll just keep juggling, keep on moving from there.
Right.
Thanks, guys.